Welcome, it's Mark Wickersham here, and I saw an interesting post on a Facebook group just the other day. Someone was saying, how do you price business startups? People are starting in business for the first time. And interestingly, this was a challenge I had many years ago when I started my accounting firm in 1996. I seemed to attract business startups and had no idea how to price. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some thoughts on why it's difficult to price startups and what we can do to get great prices. In 1996, I started my accounting firm, and for the first 2 or 3 years, I seemed to attract startups. And what I did is I spent a lot of time helping them. I would help them by sharing them with them, what they had to do for tax purposes, how to keep their books and records, and they had lots of questions. I had no idea how to price, so I avoided the price question. I just helped them and then kept my fingers crossed that at the end of their first year, I'd do their end of year work and hopefully I'd be able to charge enough to make some money. What I found though was that very often some of those business startups didn't make it through the first year. So all that time I spent was wasted. Sometimes they did make it through, but they were struggling and couldn't afford my fees. And just very occasionally, there was the odd startup that did do well and I managed to get a fee. And so for a while I thought, perhaps I should stop focusing on business startups because they're tough. Why are they tough? Because number one, business startups tend to want more help from you to start off with. They've not been in business before, so they have so many questions. But also, they usually have less money available, and that makes startups hard. They want more from you. They want more hand-holding and support, but many don't have the cash. And so what I did in my accounting firm, which was extremely successful, is I then realized that there are some business startups which are worth having. And so I created a specific service for business startups. And I put a price tag on that. I actually created different packages, different options they could choose from. And so the packages, the options were, I had an entry-level one for those clients that just wanted some basic support. They wanted help setting up with the tax authorities. They wanted their questions answering. The sorts of things that we would do as a matter of course. And I packaged it up nicely, gave it a name. But I then realized that some startups wanted even more support. They wanted some tax planning ideas. And so I had a package that was aimed at business startups who were really interested in saving tax. I had another package for those startups that were really ambitious, wanted to grow their business. And so I built into that package, not just the basic stuff about compliance, but also I helped them to grow their business. I gave them ideas to build a successful business. And so I had this package and I put a price on all of them. And therefore, when a business startup came to me, they would start paying me a fee immediately from day one. And this was not the price for doing the compliance work. I still charged them later for doing the end of year financial statements, the tax returns, and so on. This was an additional service. It was an additional price. Now, the question I get sometimes when I teach people this process is they say, so Mark, is this service you create for business startups compulsory or not? Is it an optional service they can take, or is it compulsory? And my advice is, and what I did in my accounting firm when I introduced this, was I made it compulsory. If a business startup came to me and they were not willing to invest some money every month in my support service for startups, my view was that if they're not willing to invest a small amount of money in a great accounting professional, then they're not sufficiently serious about their own business, and therefore why should I be interested in helping them? So by charging a fee, for a valuable service, by charging a fee, it becomes a great pre-qualifier. Those business startups who are willing to pay you straight away a monthly fee for support are the businesses who will value you, who are serious about being in business. I hope that helps. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. Please also subscribe to my channel. And if you want some more help, I'll put some links underneath for you. Thank you.